Wait, is that the spectator one already? Okay. He was having some sound problems in that game, but he was still able to watch, and it was definitely an interesting game for me to look at there, with Standalone taking a very decisive 16-5 victory there on Mirage.
Yeah, I was funny. We before we had the sound issues, we spoke about maybe some interesting strategies from teams, things you wouldn't normally see, and I think that Nova strat that we saw come out with the shotguns underneath the ladder was certainly an interesting strat, and it worked out for them.
They're definitely able to pretty much go in a very, very good role there. They just with just one round really being stopped there at the end of the first half. But apart from that, they were able to swiftly get a momentum going and pretty much take down, you could say, a two-man team very quickly.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, you saw in those early rounds, I think it was 4-4, and then Standalone, they just took the game away from them completely. I think it was they ripped off 6 or 7 rounds to end that first half, and then from there, it's just too big of a hole to climb out of. And I think what impressed me the most was those trades. They always moved as a team, and if there were times where you maybe sent two to one bomb site, two to another, and one in the middle, they were moved very quickly. It seemed to me that the communication was definitely where it needed to be.
And definitely they were also able to send a decoy player, for example, Atlas, in one of the rounds where he was able to go to A side, even pick up 2 free kills for himself, while the rest of his teams were able to push B side. And you can say that Joe's Angels weren't ready for that moment at all. They would just get taken down in rounds like this, and they were just slowly picked apart. You could probably even say mentally they were being picked apart. Maybe some of the teams, Zalero was probably trying his hardest with some of the really quick snaps he was getting off the scouts, off the AWPs, but at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough, and they're going to take a quick reset, and they're going to go into the next game with a bit of more hope and maybe a little bit more momentum from the early rounds.
Yeah, I think if you're Joe's Angels there as well, you've just taken a really bad loss in that first map. I think the only option you have is you have to just completely forget about it, pretend the map didn't happen, treat it as the first map, and obviously that's the way they have to do it. You're down 1-0. They want to, keep close in that scoreboard. This really is a must-win map for them.
Yeah, this is definitely they want to tie the series off. They want to tie the series off. Standalone have already gained a point back, so it's currently, you could say, it's 5-5 without the series ending just yet. And if Standalone are able to take an extra game here, it is going to, I think, we're going to be going into a tie. If it ends in a 2-1, it's going to go into a tie into League of Legends, and that game is definitely going to be the decider going into this evening. But if Standalone are able to take a 3-0 here, it's going to be a very difficult comeback in League of Legends, especially, I mean, from what I was able to find out is that majority of Joe's Angels players are low-level players. Then they probably haven't played too much of League of Legends. They haven't really got accustomed to the game, and there are some players on Standalone that have been playing the game for quite a while, that have been, spending a bit of time on that game, and that's definitely going to be the factor that's going to separate both teams in the late stage. But right now, we're playing CSGO, and right now we're going to focus a lot more on that. As we're just waiting for the guys to start the game, for the warm up to end, and everything like that. So,
Yeah,
this
and I
game.
think as you were mentioning as well, obviously, if you're Joe's Angels here, I think you get beat in the first map. We say it's 5-5. I think the worst case scenario for them is to lose the CS series 3-0. So that's why we come back to this being a must-win map. If you're going to lose the CS series, you want to make sure it's only a 2-1 loss. You don't want to go down 3-0 and then suddenly all the pressure's onto you. So I think the main thing for them is getting a good early start. You don't want to find yourself down 5 or 6 rounds this first half. Maybe you have to play a bit differently. Maybe you can't do some traditional strategies. Maybe you have to do those weird things like you saw with the Nova plays in that first map that
Yeah,
we
you're
saw.
definitely gonna have to try and pull off some interesting extra strategy. We had the Negevs, we had the Novas, and maybe we're gonna get a very similar situation in this game. We're just waiting just a few minutes. One player was just struggling to connect into game, and we're just going to
Yeah,
wait
we think
until
we're
that.
just waiting on one more player to join the
Uh,
lobby, and then we'll be ready to go.
that I think that is Ben. So we're just waiting on
Yeah,
Ben.
and I'm just seeing Ben's just got in, so
And yeah, so we are going to start any second now. We're
yeah.
definitely are going to be hoping and chasing. It is on Inferno as well, so it is not Nuke, like I said before the break. It's going to be Inferno instead. And we are going to wait a little bit until that game is able to start there. But as you were saying, some of the strategies we could see, maybe we'll see some quick mid rushes from whatever side is going to be starting on T side. That we're going to find that out shortly as well. But
Yeah, I think as well. You talk about Joe's Angels. I think you saw Zalera that first map really. Despite the heavy loss, he was going off for them. He was picking up 2-3 pieces in rounds. So I think for them to win this map on Inferno, I think obviously you need him to keep up that same performance. You maybe need a few of the other players to step up as well. But I think the main thing, if you're going to play around Zalero, is making sure you get those first picks. Get yourself into a 5v3, get yourself into a 5v2, and that's probably the way it's going to have to be. It's all well and good Zalero picking up loads of kills, but if he's constantly doing it in a 2v5 or a 1v4 or something like that, it really doesn't mean much at the end of the day. So I think the crucial thing for them is making sure that they can work around Zalero's play, but making sure that they play their lives as well.
yeah, definitely. So they're gonna have to work more as a team on this map, and we're definitely gonna see how it shapes up. Do you know which sided map this is? This is more like. I'm not too sure.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think obviously, people will say, "Oh, it's this sided map," but I think with these two teams, it may not turn out that way. And I believe we are going to start now.
I think we're going to start with a knife round very quickly, just
Yep.
to
So
find determine domination and who gets to pick round. Yeah, I think we're waiting to get into mid, and there we go. 2 players are already dead. Yeah, 3 players are dead. 4th is dead. Atlas just goes down. So the Melty is just watching on the side. He doesn't really want to get into the bloodbath at all. But he's trying to salvage the silhouette. He's got 100 HP left. Zalero and Roke don't have too much left. Roke is 1 hit of death. He's literally 1 HP. And the Melty looks like he's going to give it to them by the looks of things. Yep, he is going to give it to them. Zalero is going to get that one. Terrorists. So looks like Joe's Angels are going to stay on T side, and Standalone are taking CT side as well. I think that was already known what side they were going to, so they weren't really trying on who wants which side. But we're going to start this off classically. All 5 silenced pistols, I'm guessing. Yep, and 5 Glocks. Nothing too different. Somebody got a P200 from what I can see. Zalero is able to get few back onto himself. Roke is ended up going down as well at the end of that. He didn't have enough HP to take that one down, and Zalero not enough HP to finish that, and Zalero goes down himself to Lotus, and that's a 3rd pistol round going to Standalone this series, and Lotus with a clean 4-piece. Alice just taking his ace just a little bit at the end of that one. Yeah, even if Zalero picks up so many kills, he's only going to be able to do so much, and looks like they're going to rush NA side again. They are going to get stopped up a little bit in this in this little connector area that I don't know what it's called exactly. But Demented tries to get a scout through mid. Atlas picks up a quick kill with the Molotov, and Demented picks one onto Shaggings as well. Ezahal is going to find Demelty there. Quick kill with the pistol, and definitely the cash advantage is not working out too well for Standalone right now, but they did pick up a free kill. Apex finds Ezreal, and Rogue goes down to Lotus. That was assisted by Atlas, and Zalero picks up Demented at the end, but is going to get picked up by Apex as well. So really, you can kind of tell they're quite disorganized at this stage of the game after losing 2-0. However, you did see though that they were able to pick up a few stragglers there, so they were able to stop a little bit of gold income coming in for the side of Standalone as well. So. It seems like one player has requested a pause in game, but there's 5 AKs going to go on the side of Terrace, and Shaggins picks up a first kill of the game for himself onto Atlas, and Atlas goes down very, very quickly. Rogue is just going to hold stairs just momentarily there, but Rogue did pick up Demented there with a clean headshot as well, and they're going to go plant the bomb. But Ezahal is getting out by taking by Apex, and Apex picks up Rogue as well. But Zalero is on the back foot there, picks up the Apex. Demelchi goes down as well to Zalero, and it's just Lotus versus 3 now. This is the little comeback we're talking about. It happened last time around, where the bomb does get planted. Zalero does get the bomb down, and Ben goes down, so they do know where Lotus is right about now, but Shaggins goes down as well, so it's a 1v1. It's Zalero versus Lotus. Both players are full HP, but Zalero is able to finish that one out at the end of that one. And I'm seeing we're getting a bit of sound issues coming in from Jonesy there. Jonesy there. So we're going to ride it off solo yet again, boys, and getting a bit of lag onto. Well, one of the players is complaining about lag. I can kind of see it's a bit Lotus. So Lotus probably is saying he's being affected a little bit by lag, but an eco round is going to go here on Standalone, and they're going to want to save a bit of gold. But the match is going live. The pause is getting unpaused now, and it's currently 2-1, so the match is still in everyone's hands, and Lotus has got the scout available, but he's up against 4 AKs, and in a situation like this, it's going to be difficult for them to find their angle. There's only 2 that are going to be defending A side, and that just means that they might have a clear shot at going to this A side bomb area. Definitely. Joe's Angels will, and they are taking it slow. They don't know who's exactly where. Zalero is not the bomb carrier, and he's going to try and peek into connector. Shaggins gets taken down instantly as well. Demented gets picked up by Ben instead, and Zalero was waiting. Demelty was trying to push. Ben picks up Lotus as well, and Ben is going to go down to Atlas, and Zalero doesn't even watch his corners. He gets taken down by Atlas. Apex gets finished off by Ezreal, who was assisted by Roke, and it's just going to be Atlas versus Ezreal, who is onto the A side bomb. He's got the bomb side, but it doesn't matter. Atlas picks it up, and they're going to extend the lead by 1 there a little bit. Definitely, you can see Joe's Angel team is finally finding their footing. Players are finally stepping up just a little bit to the plate, just to get close to the action. We're going to start round 5 any moment now, and I can see we see a setting stream on stream right now, but nothing's really exciting happening. But as I said, Zalero gets a mid headshot onto Apex. Rogue gets taken down by Atlas fairly quickly. They're trying to push towards the A side yet again. The bomb has been dropped mid, so that means that Joe's Angels are going to have to go back to that one. Currently, we had Shaggings in mid, and Everyone is just being taken down. I can't even keep up. Ezreal, Ben end up going down to Atlas and Demented. The bomb is being guarded. Zalero ends up going down to Atlas. And that's another round going over to Standalone. It's just, it's early in the game, but it's definitely looking just like last game. The Melty, though, still yet to find a kill in this game. So he's currently sitting on 0-0-5, but he's got the Nova, so he's going to just get ahead in these games right about now. Seems like A side is not working for them, so they are going to go towards B side. 3 men are defending A side now, so they are expecting a heavy A push. There's going to be a Molotov going down onto the head, I was going to call it a head glitch like it's some Call of Duty games, but Rogue picks up Apex, so that's a very early kill for Joe's Angels. This is what they needed. Dementido picks one up back on Shaggins. Demelty picks up Rogue as well. It's his first kill. And Ben and Ezreal end up pick up Atlas, who was trying to defend B-side, but Lotus is here with the scout. And he picks 2. He gets a 2-piece. Zalero, though, finishes him off. He's got the AWP already. It is a 1v1. It's Demented versus Zalero. It's an AK versus AK. Zalero can definitely tell it's the AWP is not going to help him. But Zalero thinks he's going to come through the connect area, whereas Demented is currently sitting on CT spawn, and looks like Zalero is going to try and sneak his way onto A side. He's got plenty of time. He doesn't know where Demented is. Currently, they're both shifting. They don't know which side they want to go on, but by the seams of Zalero's movements, he is running towards the A side. He's going to try and fake it with a double flash onto A, and that's definitely going to catch Demented's attention. But he is going to recognize that, and no, he is going to think it's still A side, and that's a great little play from Zalero, who's just going to take it down. He's going to plant it onto B side. Demented is slowly thinking something might be up. It's not on A side. He now is going to think that it could be B side when he checks the bomb side, and he can hear the plant. He knows it's not A. He now knows it's B. So he's now going to run all the way back onto B side, and Zalero is going to sit in church right now. So Zalero is going to see him peek. Zalero does see him, does find him. Demented. Don't know what he was doing there. He should have really peeked that doorway, but he gets taken down at round 1. Finally, not round 1, but second round going to Joe's Angels there. And we are going to start round 7 with still Standalone leading the charge with a 4-2, but anything can happen in a game like this. And looks like Zalero is really picking up the pace. Now he's 12-0-4. He's got 12 kills. He's going to be looking to pick up a bit more. And Atlas picks up Ben, but Zalero picks up Lotus, who had the AUG there. But Zalero is going to get taken out by Atlas. Atlas also picks up Rogue. I'll keep trying to call him Rogue there, but Ezreal takes down Apex, and Atlas is able to finish off Shaggins. But Demented is going to pick up the final kill of the round. And just like that, if Zalero is going to go down, it's just very difficult for the side of Joe's Angels to really do anything. And seems like Standalone have found the piece of the puzzle, have found a way to win this game, with Atlas and Lotus really holding the charge. But you've got players like Demented and Apex and Demelty who can still pick up kills if they need to. Demelty is having a fairly slower game than normal. He's currently 1-0-6, but with a team like this, you're not expected to get kills all the time. There's nobody. There's one person watching Ben, and that is Zalero, but he gets taken down. Atlas just takes him down on a flank there, and that's the main man gone already. Ezreal, though, he picks up the Melcy, while Atlas is able to pick up Shaggins for himself. As I accidentally tapped out. Ben and Rogue, though, pick up Apex, but it doesn't matter because Ben gets taken out in the end by Lotus, and Demented takes his teammate down there for a... I cannot stop for some reason. I need energy drink. Somebody give me an energy drink. It's currently being quite annoying right now for me. Why did I get tabbed out again? There we go. I'm back in the game. It's 6-2. and we're going at it. It's currently 2 AKs and is going to... I mean, it's 2 AKs with a Nova as well under Melcy, so Melcy has got his favourite weapon right now, but it's a 5-man fast push onto A side. People are pushing in through the building currently right now, so they're going all the way around, and they're going to be fined by the Melcy, but Zalero gets instantly popped. Apex finds Rogue as well, and there's only 2 left. Ben gets taken down as well, and that's another pick for the Melcy, and there's just a bomb carrier left. Ezahal, though, takes down Demented. Shaggins gets taken down as well. That's another kill for the Melcy, and Atlas finishes off the round. He picks up the final one with the Deagle. Ezahal goes down, and at 7-2. Round 10 is just going to commence, but that's another blow going over to Joe's Angels, and they really cannot get out of this two-round issue. Like, you know, they really need to find some pace and pick something up. Zalero is going to be picking up the scout now, so he's going to look to potentially get some mid picks off Demented. Has the AWP, and he's going to... He doesn't have the AWP, my apologies. He's got the scout, and he picks Zalero off. He gets 2 shots. He gets him down, and that's the main man gone again. It's just Ben, Shaggins, Ezerhal, and Roke left, and they are going to get cornered off now. One goes down. Roke picks one back up for himself, and that's just 2 guys left. It's Shaggins and Ben. Shaggins is back up in the spawn. That was Shaggins. He gets taken down by Demented. Ben picks off Lotus on the backside of things. And as I was saying, Ben gets taken down at the end by Atlas again with the Deagle. That's 2 in a row. Atlas has finished up the round with a Deagle. And, you know, we were talking about Atlas before the games, how he's going to be able to really take charge. And, you know, he was a bit humble. He said he hasn't played the game for a while, but look at him going 17-5-4. He's really taking the charge in this game. Lotus just slightly behind him there, so he's able to find these kills as well. Lotus is finally back onto his AWP, so he's going to look to peek this mid. The Melcy has got the Nova again, and Shaggins is going to answer. It's actually going to be a 4 shotgun round from the side. From the side of Joe's Angels. They get 2 kills. They get 2 super quick kills, but Demented picks 2 back. 3, that's 3. He picks 3 back up for himself. Ben gets taken down by Atlas. It's just Zalero left. He is back in the spawn. He picks up 2 for free. Atlas Demented get taken down, and it's just Lotus versus Zalero. AWP versus AK. And AK is going to find Lotus, and just like that, if Zalero gets left alone for the entire round, he is able to find the kills. He's able to find wherever he needs, and now he's got the AWP, so he's going to be able to really take control of the map if he wants it. Oh. And that is Kyle O'Reilly that we can see on stream, but that is not what we want to be seeing on stream. And looks like the game may have crashed for us.
Yeah, I crashed.
On stream. Yeah, the game has crashed, so you guys aren't able to see the action. And I'm guessing things are just not going to plan. But as you guys can't see, I'm still going to commentate the game just a little bit, and the round ends up going to standalone yet again. They are on 9-3, so it's really looking bleak for Joe's Angels at this time. Zalero not really able to find anything that he wants in these games, and you know, the round 13 is just going to commence soon. We're 3 rounds away. I think 3 rounds or 2 rounds. I can't count. Oh wait, there's 3 AWPs on the side of standalone there. One has already get taken down. Dementido takes Ben down. The Melty end up going down, and he turns the corner, and there's an AWP. He does pick Atlas up just like that, and Ezahol finds Demented. Apex is going to find Shaggins as well, and Roke with the shotgun though finds Apex, and it's only Lotus left versus Ezahol and Roke, so this is definitely a round that the guys can win, and we're going to be back into game on stream. And the bomb is going to go down onto A side. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the radio cast right now without any visuals. It is like we're back in the early 2000s. But Lotus is going to have to try and find the bomb. He is up against the P90 and against a shotgun, but it doesn't matter because Ezahal finds him and he takes him down very swiftly, and he takes Lotus down. And so that's a round they were able to win back. But the question is, are they going to be able to really end the first half with more points than they did last game? They're currently on 4. They have the opportunity to win the last 2 rounds. That way they can end it 9-6. A bit easier time potentially to end the games, but it's definitely going to be something. And as you can see, we're back into our screen, and definitely struggling. Yep, it is a bit of an F5 FPS stream, but as we were talking, the counter terrorists were able to win that round and now have made it 10-4 as we're going to the final round of the first half. Unfortunately, this is definitely not going to plan for Joe's Angels. They're really struggling in CS:GO by the looks of things, and I guess we are going to quickly restart the broadcast for the CS:GO. I think it already has been, so it's okay. We're going to keep on going. And Zalero picks up 2 free kills. We're going to go back to the quick radio cast as we have before, just so you guys can kind of still follow about what's happening. But Zalero is still alive. He's up against 2. He's against Demented and Demelty, and Demelty is going to try and clinch this Ranrack to himself. It's a Rogue who picks up Demented though, so it's only Demelty, and everybody's got the HPs ready. The bomb site is they're running to B bomb, and Demelty is on B side, but by the looks of things, they are waiting to group up just a little bit. If Demelty just realizes this, he's going to be able to pick up fairly easy kills. The bomb is Ezahal. He's actually, never mind, he's lagging really badly, unfortunately, by the looks of things. And the last round does end up going to Joe's Angels, and it ends at 10-5. And unfortunately, it's just not going to plan as we can see. And the thing has been flipped. We are going to start the pistol side fairly soon. And we're just waiting to probably get the image. The Malcy, though, is still carrying on lagging. They aren't taking a pause, and they are going to play the round. Just, they're going to try and play the round as a 4-man, and Lotus picks up Shaggins. Zalero gets taken down by Atlas. Ezahal is just having a quick little gunfight with Apex, but he does end up taking him down anyway. Roke finds Demelcy. He finds a kill bag, but the bomb has already been planted. Ben and Roke are the 2 last men standing. They are going to get found in mid. Demented takes that one, and Lotus claims Ben as well, and that's another pistol round. That's 4-0 in pistol rounds going over to decide a standalone. And it's just really looking bleak right now. They're 5 rounds away from really clinching this victory. To clinching the victory. And unfortunately, you guys can't see the gameplay, but it's pretty much Demolition Derby, just like we saw Rocket League last night. And I guess this is just fierce payback for what happened that night, and they just want to assert the dominance. And if they're gonna be able to take at least a 2-game victory, then at least a League of Legends is going to be good. We're going to be going into League of Legends tied, and that's going to mean that's going to decide everything. And Atlas picks up quick onto Ben and onto Roke as well, and B side is going to get infested with terrorist players. It's going to get infested with standalone players, especially Ezreal gets taken down. Zalero goes down as well, and it is all left to Shaggings, and he's just lonely with a pistol. Gets tagged up with the scout, leaves him on 6 HP or 10 HP. I didn't check, but he ended up going down in the end anyway, and it's just super unfortunate. Joe's Angels, nothing's working for them right now. They don't really have a strategy. The shotguns managed to work for 1 or 2 rounds, but at this point in the game, it's getting very difficult for them to find anything that they need, and they are going to go back onto shotgun. Zalero has picked up that one for himself, and they are trying to make anything happen. And Ezreal goes down to the P90 of Ezreal takes down two. He takes down Lotus and Demented with his P90. My apologies for messing that up. Ezreal picks up a good one. He's very, very low, but he does end up picking two without losing his own life. So that's a very good trade. Zalero picks up the Melty as well, and Atlas ends up finding one back onto Ben, but Shaggins walks up too close. Apex finds him. Roke finds Atlas. And at this point, Roke is just spamming his Negev into the choke, and Apex is forced to run away. He's going to run to the A side. Joe's Angels aren't prepared for that just yet. They don't know that he's just done this, and it seems like only just now Zalero has slowly started to realize what is happening. Zalero is catching on it. The bomb has to go down. There's 50 seconds left. They are still fairly far away, and Apex is going to hide behind the walls there. He's going to try and possibly sniff them out by listening to them, and both Zalero and Roke are going to take this slow. They are going to just walk around these walls. Roke is going to check the spot that he's sitting in. The Molotov isn't going to hit the mark. They do see the bomb, and if Rogue tries to solo defuse the bomb, but he didn't see Apex. Apex picks up two in the end. They weren't ready for that one. Molotov didn't find the right spot, and Zalero and Rogue end up going down in the end for that one. And it's really just looking. Imagine no footage of the clutch. Indeed, unfortunately, there is no footage of the clutch, but yeah, you got to hear my reaction, which probably meant that it was a very good clutch. So hopefully, we'll be able to get that back up and shortly. If not for this game, it will be for next game, definitely. But we're into round 19. It's currently 13-5. And if Standalone ain't able to clutch the next 3 rounds, they are able to just take the victory here. It's really close for them. They just need the final push. They are going through middle towards A side, and there's 3 people who are going to be watching that one. Atlas gets taken down trying to make it through when he was already in the house, so somebody was definitely watching that area. Ben gets taken down by Demented. Zalero gets found by Apex, but Apex is the one who goes down first. The bomb gets dropped in front of Zalero. And it's just like that. It's just Lotus left against 3. So this is where the comeback is happening. Lotus picks one back up onto Rogue, and this is just a 2v1 situation now. Though Lotus is going to have to find a way to get into the bomb. They don't know where Lotus is. Zalero has the upper hand. He is watching the bomb. He's got the M4. He's going to find Lotus now. He sees him, but Lotus takes him down. He gets the shot. He gets the kill, and he's going to move over to try and catch the bomb. Shaggins is on the way. He's got the P90. There's going to be a small quarter scenario, and never mind, Lotus sees him. He finds him. He takes him. That's 14-5. And just like that, Lotus clutches it himself. Apex, I think your clutch has been beaten there. Lotus pulls off a much better one there, and there's just 2 rounds left until the victory screen is seen for Standalone, if they're able to win those as well. And definitely the cards have to come out onto this. Zalero gets it himself. Apex, I think your clutch has been beaten there. Lotus pulls off a much better one there. And there's just 2 rounds left until the victory screen is seen for Standalone, if they're able to win those as well. And definitely the cards have to come out onto this. Zalero gets given the AWP, so Zalero is given the chance to solo carry this round. Everyone else, Shaggins is going to stay with a pistol. They're realizing that he's not doing too much in this game right now, so let's use his money and his gold pocket as much as possible to try and, maybe get a few kills here and there. But as I say that, Rogue gets taken down by Apex. However, Ezreal picks one back up onto Apex, trades one back. Lotus takes Ezreal back again, but Ben finds Atlas. Zalero finds Lotus, and just like that, the round is going to get flipped slightly. It's 3-2. Demanded and the Melcy are left. Shaggins and Ben, but Ben just gets taken down. The Melcy's Nova is too OP. He claims another life. Shaggins goes down to Demented, and it's just Zalero's up. So Zalero is in Lotus's shoes now. He doesn't know where people are saying. He finds one. He does find Demented. His pistol whips him to death. but he finds the bomb, so we're going to try and quick defuse. Nobody is close. He doesn't know that Demelty is too far away to find him. He gives Demelty a chance to find him, though. He's going to try and fake defuse. He's got 8 seconds left. He's going to pull off the bomb as soon as the Thingy gets behind him. Just like that, Zalero finds Demelty, and Demelty gets taken on, but I think the bomb is going to explode. It was too little too late. Zalero doesn't make it, and like that, we're on to match point at 15-5. And just like that, we're at 15-5. Final match point for the side. Actually, is it match point? Is match point at 16? I don't know. I just watched the game. I can't remember anymore. But we're going to get into another round. That's round 21. Zalero on the AWP yet again. Roke has finally found a scout. And there's going to be a Negev with 2 swords. Actually, 2 Negevs and 2 swords on the side of Standalone. But 2 already get taken out. Ezreal claims the life of Apex and Demented. Rogue claims Lotus's and Atlas's, and Demelcy claims Zalero's. Zalero goes down. It's a 1v4 situation. But nobody is watching A side. Actually, there is one person. No, there's nobody watching A side. Demelcy has sneaked into the back of the map, and maybe he'll be able to pull off some kind of flank. He's got 1 minute, 10 seconds left. The bomb is currently watched by Joe's Angels. It's currently looked over by Shaggings and Rogue. Ezreal just making sure that nobody is coming through T-spawn. But if Demelcy's not careful, he is being looped by Ben. So they were just going to meet, but he's going to go into the building and he's going to see Ezreal, and he takes him down, but now Ben knows exactly where he is. Ben has got the UMP, and he takes him down. He picks up the free AWP, and that was a very well played round for Joe's Angels, and this is what they need to replicate if they want to come back. They've got 10 rounds to go. They can really still make this happen, but whether actually 10 rounds, I say 8 rounds because there's like 8 or 9 rounds to be played yet, but but as we're seeing, we're gonna get another round going, and there's an AWP and a scout available. So Roke has finally got a scout, so Roke is able to pull off some more plays. But Ezreal is gonna put the game on his back a little bit. He picks up a kill onto Demented. Alice is gonna finish him off. There wasn't enough HP onto Ezreal. Ben is going to get dropped as well. Demelcy is cornered off away, but Roke is going to get finished up by Demelcy again, and Zalero claims the lives of 2. He claims Apexes. He claims Atlas. Shaggings go down into 2v1 situations. Zalero, put yourself in the shoes of Lotus. Put yourself in the shoes of that you've seen before. Then now clutch the game back up for yourself. He sees nobody. He doesn't know whether he does have the bomb though, so he is going to claim the bomb. So the players have to go towards him. Demelcy is going to. He can tell where Zalero is jumping around in, but he doesn't want to peek this. He's going to try and fake flash it. Zalero hears this, and he takes Demelcy's alive. He takes him down. So it's now just a 1v1. It's Lotus versus Zalero. Now the question is Zalero going to be able to pull this back in this round? But is Lotus going to claim the victory? Lotus finds him. It's going to be a pistol versus M4 and Lotus. Just like that. Zalero misses the shot, and Lotus picks up the kill, picks up the victory, 16-6. My God, what a second game! And just like that, Standalone pull off on a 2-0 lead ahead of Game 3. Never mind. Break's not going to happen just yet. I misinformed myself. Misinformed myself. But wait, break. Hello. Okay, so I guess the break is me talking. My apologies there. But that was quite an interesting game to see. Unfortunately, I've already sent. Okay, we're going to send off to break. Actually, we're gonna go into break. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
control your eyes and test me. Just letting go, your hold is standing. I feel you rushing through my veins. Our bodies getting closer. Your heartbeat drives me insane. I feel you taking over. I feel you rushing through my veins. Our bodies getting closer. Your heartbeat drives me insane. I feel you taking over. I feel you taking over. Take me high, break me down. You're the flashing lights I see. Catch my soul, lose my mind. You're the only trip I need. I'm losing control. Your eyes and test me. Just letting go. Your hold is tightening. I feel you rushing through my veins. Our bodies getting closer. Your heartbeat drives me insane. I feel you taking over. I feel you rushing through my veins. Our bodies getting closer. Your heartbeat drives me insane. I feel you taking over. Feel you taking over.
We're a couple of birds in a wolf den, but to us it still feels like heaven. Cause we don't let the bad vibes get in, we don't let them win. Testify to to the strength of a true bomb, flying high over the heads of a root mob, staying at the revolution of the whole cloud, killing them all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care. We're riding on a pink cloud.
Welcome back, everyone. It's currently just going to be me. We're still having a few technical difficulties regarding to showing the games and with Jonesy's sound. But right now, the games are going to start shortly. But as we've seen, Standalone are looking very, very dominant in CS:GO, and they're really going to be looking to get another win under their belt in Game 3. They're already 2-0, and if they pick up an extra one here, they're going to be able to go into League of Legends, I believe, with a 2-point lead. But we've seen time and time again in CS:GO right now that anything can really happen. And if Standalone starts slacking just a little bit, it's going to be very difficult for them. And as you can see, we got it. We got the first round started up just shortly there and then, and Apex does this take down Ben. Apex does this take down Ben. Demented takes 2 down with him. He takes Ezreal and Shaggins, and Apex finishes off Roke, and Demented picks up another. The Standalone R and CT, and the terrorists. The Standalone R and CT, and the terrorists, the CTs are just killing each other. They all want the defuse. Lotus doesn't have the kit though, so is he gonna make it? And we got Joe's Angels on the T side, but yeah. And just like that, that's another pistol round going to Standalone. They're really just straight up dominating. Lotus is currently on -1, and he's currently just a little bit behind. We're 1-0 right now, and Shaggins just goes straight and picks up that AK for himself. There's 2 scouts now. Both are going to be watching mid. They see one cross. They see the second one. He does tag Atlas. Atlas is not really going to be going further into that one. Lotus finds one. Zolero picks up Atlas, though, at the end of that, in the middle of the map there. And I was going to call it the middle lane, though, but it is not the same. And Lotus picks up Shaggins as well. He sees a third one, and Zolero gets a nice headshot onto Lotus, picks up a freebie for himself there. It's now a 3v2. Zolero and Roke versus Demelsi, Apex, and Demented. Demelsi has his Nova available, and there is a scout now on deck. Zolero finds Apex. He heard him picking up those weapons in that connector area there towards long. Onto A side. The bomb is going to get planted. The Rogue was found by Demented. He gets a free kill for himself, and Demelsi is in a fight with Zolero. Zolero takes one down. He's got the York. Demelsi gets taken down another, and Zolero is picking the game up on his back. He gets the 5-piece. He gets the ace. I missed that completely. It is 1-1, so the game is starting to be a bit more competitive, at least in this one. And right now, both teams are going to be looking to really just set a precedent in these early stages, as it's really what seemed to be mattering the most in these games. It looks like Joe's Angels are going to head towards the B side push. They do pick up a quick one on Demelsi. The shotgun's working out well. Atlas picks one back up to the south, so that's going to be a 4v3. Shaggins, though, end up finding a kill for himself. But Zolero is dropping dangerously low. Ben also as well, and the bomb site is going to get placed on A. Zolero picks up a kill on Lotus. He doesn't get a perfect flank. He gets a 3-piece at the end. He gets Demented, gets the Apex, he gets the kills, and he gets a lead for his team for the first time today. Joe's Angels are able to pick up a lead in CSGO. They're only one game ahead, but they're getting there, and they're going to be looking to extend that one as well. And now Demelsi is back onto his Nova, so he's going to be looking to maybe pick up a few kills on that. Demented is going to find 2 of the grenade, only dropping a little bit of HP from them. Smoke is going to get popped as well, and a few players are middle, but most of them are going to start to retreat in the other side. 2 players are going to watch B side. Ezahal and Shaggins go down, but Ben and Rogue find Apex and Lotus, my bad there. And it's just a 3v3 now, so it's Atlas, Demelsi, and Demented. Ben Zolero Zalero's on full HP. He's got the Org available to him. The bomb is carried by Ben, and Rogue has very little HP. Zalero is going to get found by Demented, who doesn't have much HP, but he does take down one with him. He takes Ben down, and Rogue ends up finding a free kill for himself as well there. And it's now going to be a 2v2 with Atlas is going to be sporting the Deagle, who's not going to find anybody. Zalero picks him off. He doesn't find Rogue, and it's just Demelsi with the Nova. It's looking like a 3-1 this round's going to be. He's going to walk over the connector onto from the middle side. He's going to be found by Zalero, and Zalero picks up a freebie as well there. And that's another round that's going over to Joe's Angels, and Joe's Angels are finding the groove. Rogue, they're able to assist Zalero when they need them to be, and they are the body bag. They're basically put body bags that are being thrown in front of Zalero's face. They're making sure that they're the ones who get taken down first, and Zalero is left to pick up a low HP bars. And if that's the game plan going to be forward, they might even be able to pick up a victory here, but Standalone are going to find their own groove relatively soon, and we have Zalero going over to A side to probably fish a little bit, to maybe fish for sounds, see who's trying to defend the A side on long, and Rogue gets found. He's going to get chunked to half. You know, the Melcy finds him quite quickly, but the grenade's going to go down. Zalero though gets picked off by Lotus. Yeah, the flank was there. Now Zalero is the one who's then now going to see what's going to happen, and just like that, 4 people get dropped within a space of 10 seconds, and just like that, it's going to go down. And now we're back to 3-2, and if Zalero gets picked off, you can really tell how quickly this team is going to fall apart. Roke with 4 kills, he's still able to perform a little bit, but the game is pretty much 100% of Zalero. Now they're opting to just go as a fireman. They're going to run towards long. They're going to go towards A side. Roke is going to flash it a little bit just to make sure that they can walk straight through. Ben, the Daredevil one straight through a Molotov. He's going to get chunked quite a bit. Lotus picks up a freebie in mid, and that means bomb has been dropped mid, though. Standalone do not know about that just yet. And we are going to see it. They don't know that there's a smoke going to be thrown, so nobody can see it from mid. Rogue is going to be flashed, and Zalero gets taken down again. Lotus finds him, and Lotus finds another. He finds Roke as well. Only a little bit of HP goes down. Apex finds Shaggings, and it's only just Ben left. He's only got the UMP. He's against 5. Is he going to be able to pull off the comeback? The bomb is not with him. All members of Standalone have now realized where the bomb is. They have surrounded it, and Lonely Ben is just on the other side of the map. He's just trying to crouch. He's been found by the Demented, and he just gets taken down. And just like that, we're back to an even 3-piece from both teams. Oh my, the games are really not looking for Joe's Angels, and Zalero is still struggling a little bit. You know, we are going to get the 5-man AK strat going now, and there's 4 AKs on the side of Standalone, and just a little Org. Lotus, you know, he can't play without a scope, and the Ben is going to dodge the Molotov this time, but he gets taken out by Demented. Shaggins is going to follow. Lotus gets a clean headshot onto him. As a whole, did get tagged by a little that Molotov damage, but it's okay. He's still got pretty much a full HP bar. More Molotovs are going to go. Ezahal doesn't know where to go. Zalero is trying to cover mid a little bit, but he doesn't know that there's people watching on the other side. There's a smoke going down. He saw one. There's nobody behind him. He sees one. He does get a clean kill back on Lotus. Another one onto Atlas, but Apex is there to finish off Zalero, and that's going to be a 3v2 situation now. It's Ezahel versus Roke. Roke's health goes down. Roke's gonna go down. Ezaldo picks up the back onto Demented. So that's a trade 1-for-1, but that just means it's a 2v1. And very little that Joe's Angels are gonna be able to do. They know where he is. They can sense him. They can smell him. And they can definitely hear him. And just like that, Demelsi picks him up, gets the kill, and just like that, they're able to win another round. That's a 3rd round in a row that they have been able to win. And we've seen what Standalone can do on a big momentum swing like this. And it's going to be super difficult as the AWP is now coming over for Lotus. So it's going to be super difficult. There's no AWPs on Joe's Angels side, Zalero is still forced onto that AK. Definitely not something that he prefers. But we're gonna see how they're gonna go do this, and we got a split of a push onto B side, and Ezahal is the first one to go down. Atlas gets a really quick kill, and he gets a second one on Row, gets the third one on Shaggins. Atlas, my friend, what are you doing? You're taking everyone down. Demented takes Ben, but he's forced to trade his life. In the end, Zalero picks up a kill back, but the bomb is dropped by B side, and Zalero takes down Apex just before falling himself to Lotus's aim on that AWP, and it's just slowly becoming more and more difficult. Zalero is just not able to find these corners and these plays that he has found in the few early rounds, and even though they got 3 early round wins, Standalone is slowly starting to edge themselves away from this. They're about to, if they win this game, they clinch a 3-0, which means even though they were a point behind, they're going to be 2 points ahead going into League of Legends. And if they win a singular game of League of Legends, that means that it's pretty much going to be over. But however, we need to talk about League of Legends when we can talk about CS:GO right now. It's Zalero gets taken out by Demented just now. Ezreal goes down as well to Demented. And Shaggins is the lonely guy left. He's got the bomb, though. He has spotted Demented, but Demented spotting him before, and just like that, Demented picks up another kill for himself. That's 3 piece that he's picked up this round, and my god, it's becoming more and more difficult for the side of Joe's Angels to really do anything at this point. It's a 6-3. Round 10 has begun, and Shaggings is going to wait a little bit in spawn before realizing what to do. Ezahal has got the STG, I think it's called. I don't remember what the guns names are anymore. Right now, Atlas is going to find Zalero, but Rogue helps him, takes him down. Zalero takes Demelsi. Zalero has 6 HP left, and that's definitely something that definitely is going to help them. They are going to plant B side. Apex has found one. He's found another on Zalero. No HP. Shaggins goes down to a minute as well. Rogue go down to Apex. We're going to get a last gunfight. Ben goes down in the end. There was a bit, smoke is going to stop a little bit of that fire, and the counter-terrorists win the round, and Lotus kills another hissing. Let's just hope he doesn't get kicked out the lobby, because he has team killed quite a few times now, so he's gonna have to be careful before that happens. And Apex is gonna be a little bit angry. He did find an AK for himself as well, but it's 7-3 as we go into round 11. There's 5 rounds left. Well, actually, there's 4 rounds left of this of the series, not 5. I'm clenching at straws here, and Atlas is going to find Rourke straight away. So he gets a very quick kill onto the terrorist guys there, and they're a little bit pincered. You got 3 people stuck near B side. They are waiting to be able to do something, and Zalero is trying to go all the way around. He's currently still sitting in T-spawn. He's trying to go all the way around, but Lotus has always been there. He's always been the one defending the flank, and he's always been able to find these picks, and we're getting a bit of a gunfight now. Lotus is going to get tanked up by Zalero just a little bit, but he ends up finding the headshot. He ends up picking it off. He ends up getting the kill, and now they're slowly surrounding the team of Joe's Angels. They're going to find Ezahal, who was waiting to throw a flashbang. He goes down. Shaggins picks up Demalsi, while Demalsi picks up Ben. Shaggins, you're in the bomb side, but you have no bomb, and he goes down to Atlas in the end, and that's going to be another round claimed by Standalone. It's definitely becoming very difficult to watch, as round by round you can clearly see what's happening, and an AWP is going to get bought by Ezahal, and looks like they're going to go triple sniper this round. We got an AWP and 2 scouts, and this is definitely a point of comfort for both Zalero and Rogue. They both really enjoy playing these sniper classes. They'll be able to maybe find better picks in this round. But Lotus has got his AWP available as well for himself, so he's definitely going to be able to try and find a pick here and there. They can kind of tell where everybody is, as they're looking for a single man push long, for right now pushing in, but Lotus is going to be watching that bit. Roke is watching middle, and we're going to have to start something. But Demented gets taken down. Ben goes down to Lotus though, and Shagging's going down to Lotus. So that's the bomb carrier down, and now it's just Solero, Ezreal, and Roke left. The three main players. He did spot Apex, so Solero knows where Apex is. He's trying to pick off Lotus, trying to get a wallbang there. Rogue, though, finds Atlas. Ezreal finds Lotus. And it's just Apex, the sole man left. Oh, no, man, Demelsi is still alive. I forgot about him because he's still sitting at B side. And Apex sees... he sees the main man. He sees Rogue all the way on the side of the spawn, and he doesn't see anyone on his left, so he thinks he's going to be clear. Rogue is wasting his time, but Ezreal gets taken down. He flashes him down, and Zalero gets the headshot with the scout. Apex is not the last one. Zalero gets chunked down. The AUG is too much. Demelsi picks up another. That was the best chance they had at coming back, and unfortunately, they get taken down yet again, and now they're back. Their pockets are getting thinner. They're going to have to dig deep for these weapons as well. Ben doesn't have too much money available to him. He's got about 2,800, but they're going to go for this cheap, good strat. There's 3 ups, though, on the side of Standalone now. There's 3 ups, there's an AUG, there's an M4. They're definitely gonna actually M4, M16 silence or M4. I have no idea. I don't remember. I think it's an M16 silence, but there's 3 AKs as well, and there's a scout on Rogue. So Rogue's going to be fairly comfortable this round, but Ben is going to take down Demented, and that's big. That's very big. Demented he's been a key player these rounds, and he's going to get taken down. That's a big pick for the side of Joe's Angels. And now they're going to look to probably push towards the A side. They're going to They do have the bomb. The Rogue is the first one. He's going to get spotted by Apex, who threw a Molotov. He could have get the snipe, but Atlas is able to find Ben. Apex, though, ends up going down to Zalero. Rogue is going to get tanked up by Atlas a little bit. Atlas has the up, so Atlas has got the advantage there. He only needs a 1 hit. And Atlas does take down Shaggins with a pistol, so Atlas is very low. He's 1 hit away from death. He does re-peek that one, and Roke is able to find a kill. It's Demelsi who's the last one alive. He does pick up Ezreal, and Zalero and Roke are the final 2 men standing. It's an AK versus AUG. The bomb is going to go down towards A side. Zalero gets the plant going, and now Demelsi is going to try to have to get that one down. He doesn't know that 2 people are going to be aiming at him, and just like that, Zalero found an AWP, he finds Demelsi's life, takes him down, takes his head, and claims a round. After waiting for so long, they were able to claim a round for themselves. That was an 8-round losing streak, but they're able to find one back. Just 2 more rounds left. Just two more rounds left, and we're going to be able to see how this goes. And Demelsi is going to get tanked up a little bit there by one of the AWPs. I wasn't sure who exactly fired it. Was Zalero or Rogue? They both have the AWPs available right now, and they are going to storm it down towards the long side of A. They are going to go down that side, so definitely. But Lotus is going to get back onto Ezreal. Ben is also going to go down. Zalero's flashed his own teammate. Lotus picking up a 3-2 piece. And that's definitely something that he wants to see. But Zalero, you're in the smoke. Apex, you see him. He picks him off. Zalero managed to pick up Lotus in the end there. They better pick up the ult before the timer goes down. Yeah, they get the ult back. But that was a very quick round. And we're in round 15. The last round of the first half. And so far, every single first half has ended with 10 to 5 for standalone, and it's either going we're going to get an 11-4 or a 10-5 yet again. But there are 2 AWPs and a scout available on Joe's Angels. They are going guns blazing and they're rushing straight in. Ben has got the scout. He's going to have the grenade landing. Shaggins is right behind him, but Atlas with the auto sniper takes Zalero down. Ezreal takes down Demented with a shotgun of his choice. Demelsi has got one as well. And it's a 4v4. Atlas has got the auto sniper in his hands, and he takes down Shaggins. Shaggins just wasn't ready for that one. And as I was saying, Atlas just gets taken down by Roke, who has the up available. So it's a 3v3. Ezreal's on 1 HP. Apex Apex is just sitting in a corner currently, just trying to fish for something. And Ben is still in spawn, but Ezreal picks up a good kill on Toulouse. Ben picks up Apex! Demelsi picks up Ezreal on the end of it. Rogue gets taken out by Demelsi as well. It's a 1v1. It's AWP versus shotgun. But the problem is, Ben, you've got the bomb. You've got to come to Demelsi, and Demelsi just has to wait. There's 50 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like Ben is going to opt towards going towards that B side. He doesn't know where Demelsi is, and seems like there's mixed calls going in the team. He doesn't know which side to go, but he's going to go towards that B side. He's got the AWP available, so he's got the long side covered, so he can possibly peek and find a pick, but Demelsi's not moving. He's sitting in the middle side of the map. He just wants to be able to cover as many entrances around the map possible, but soon enough he's going to realize that he's going to have to move, and there's 20 seconds left on the clock. There's still enough time to plant. None of the players know where each of them is, so they still are fishing very carefully. Demelsi is looking down the middle side. He's still on the upper pathway by A side, and the bomb is starting to go down. He really needs to realize that this is going to go down onto the B side. Now the bomb has been planted. He's going to check A side first, and now Ben is going to sit in a corner. He's going to wait for Demelsi, but the problem is Demelsi is walking around with a Zeus. He's walking around with Zeus. He's got the shotgun available. He doesn't know where he is. He's hit himself really well. They both know where anyone is. And Zeus has missed. Zeus missed. The knife fight is going to commence, but Ben is not taking the knife fight. He nearly gets taken down, and Demelsi is going to drop. So they are going to go towards a 10-5. And, the round was probably, you could say, given a little bit there by Demelsi. But we are going to go through half time now, and we are going to swap sides. And now Joe's Angels are going to have the CT side, so they are going to have the opportunity to defend, and maybe they'll be able to buy out, win back quite a few rounds. And we're going to get attack. We're going to get the quicker pistol that I don't remember the name of. CZ I think CZ something onto Demelsi, and Demelsi. They are going to rush with the bomb towards A. They are going to not find somebody they're not going to find somebody. They're going to find Zalero. Zalero is the one who's going to go down first, followed by Roke and Ben and Shaggins. They all are falling simultaneously. The bomb's going to get planted. Ezreal picks one back for himself, but he's very low, and Demented is going to finish him off. More team killing is happening. Atlas takes down his teammate. And it looks like we're getting fun vibes from the side of Standalone, guys. They are just dominating. The games are just going super wet to their plans. And looks like they are on the path to victory. It's going to be very difficult for the side of Joe's Angels to really bring this one back at all. And Atlas is going to play a little bit of football as he comes out of spawn, but they are all rowing towards B side, and there's going to be only 3 people defending. It's going to be Ben, it's going to be Shaggins, and who's going to go down. Ben does pick up one onto Lotus. Roka's taken down by Atlas, and Ben is going to find another one before being taken down by the Zeus of Apex. I think that was the Zeus. That looks like the Zeus icon. And Demelsi picks up Ezreal as well with the Zeus. Zalero, though, gets 2 back, so that's 2 back for Zeus. For Zalero, sorry. He's got 3 HP, though, so Apex is going... is going to be the last one standing. He's going to get the Zeus out, and he's definitely going to try and fish the kill. Solero might have an idea where he is going to be. He does spot him, and he's going to get a free headshot, and that's another... that's going to be another round win this time. So that's a 6th round being taken for the guys of Joe's Angels. And I've just been notified that it is the 3rd game for Shaggins. Apparently. Oh, no, never mind. Zalero has said it's his first game. But it's okay. It's definitely not his first game. And we're going to be... we're going to be getting into another game. Zalero has got the AWP available, and he misses the shot, though. He does get tagged up a little bit. He doesn't go down just yet. He got lucky. It was a scout, not an AWP. Demelsi with a good hit there. Looks like Standalone are saving this round. They are going to try and rush. Zalero misses 2nd shot. That's uncharacteristic of him. Atlas picks up Shaggins. and they are going to back away. They know that Zalero has got the AWP there. He's got the advantage. Atlas picks up another on Ezahal. Atlas gets taken down. They forgot Zalero existed. Zalero gets 2. Lotus goes down. He's just checking his corners. The third one goes down. Apex, they are just feeding into Zalero's line of sight. Roke is covering the back end. And Demented is just going to go around the corner. They are going to plant A side, so it's going to force Zalero to get out of his comfort. But Roke is just going to get taken down with a quick headshot from Demented. And it's just going to be Zalero and Ben. Both Ben and Zalero have the AWPs. They have the lower side. They have the CT spawn area. But Ben is going up to go around on the flank. Hit the shot. And they are going to take him down. He was very, very low. And they are going to take him down. He was very, very low. And Ben is on the connector. You have to be careful. If he's able to take you down, he's going to be able to defuse this bomb. You need to slow him down just a little bit. But he gets the headshot. And Demented picks up another. He picks up the 12th round. And he takes down the final member. And that's 12-6. That's 4 rounds removed from winning this game. And 3 rounds from match point, really. And that means that Ezahal is falling onto the Nova. We've got 2 shotguns yet again, and 4 Deagles being purchased on the map. Zalero with the Deagle available, and so does Atlas. They're running down mid. They are trying to flash as much as possible. They are going to probably pop a little bit. Atlas does end up going down. Bit of team hitting there as well. Lotus gets tanked up by his teammate a little bit there. And it seems like Shaggins, Roke, and Zalero are forced into the spawn. And Shaggins does find Demented. Roke kills his own teammate. Ben finds Apex, and that's another. And that's Lotus finding Roke. And Zalero and Ben are the last 2 standing. Lotus gets taken out by Ben. Ben finds in a really quick kill, and it's only Demelsi left. And it's 2v1. Zalero finds the final, and that's 12-7. Is that the comeback that Joe's Angels are going to be needing right now? But it really sure doesn't like it. As it's still 5 rounds removed. But they are slowing down the game as much as they need. It is still becoming fairly difficult for them. To be able to get into these positions. And they are going to run down mid yet again this time around. There's an AUG available on Zalero, and he takes down Demented. And that's not the bomb carrier, though. So that's not the most important member on the team right now. And Demented, even though he's been popping off very lately, he's pretty much top of the team. Atlas is still available he's still alive. But Apex is gonna go down to Ezahal. Atlas, never mind, is gonna go down to Rogue. The shotguns are really working for Joe's Angels. It's currently a 5-2, and this might be a tough round. Demelsi's missing with the Nova. Ezahal goes down. Rogue goes down. Bendos take down Demelsi in the background. Lotus is the sole man left. He's got the shotgun. But he's going to wait for people to come to face check him. He's currently sitting in the corner. He's going to chill. Somebody is behind him. He doesn't know that somebody's behind him. He takes 2 shots to kill Ezahal. Somebody's going to be coming back onto him there in 1 second. He's got the knife out. He doesn't realize this. But here's Ben, and he has the MP7 in his hand available. And he takes him down fairly swiftly. Another round, that's 12-8. So the comeback is actually beginning. The comeback is mustering, and the whole team is putting a lot of effort into this. They know there's not much money available still on the side of Standalone. They need to keep trying buying as many weapons as they can, and they've spent pretty much all their money. So if Standalone lose this round, it's going to be so devastating for them. They're going to have no money left over. Zalero is saving. He's got the AUG still available. Bendo has the scout. They do find him. But Zalero finds Demented. Zalero gets taken out by Lotus. Ben gets taken out by Lotus as well. Lotus, though, to finish up by Shaggins. Demelsi is trying to fight Shaggins. Shaggins gets taken out by Atlas with the scout there. And it's just Ezahal and Roke left. And as I said, if this was a round to win for Joe's Angels, Ezahal doesn't watch his corners. Apex takes him down. And Roke goes down straight after to Atlas. My oh my, what is happening? This was a round to lose. They had everything in their back pockets to win this round, but they just weren't able to. And just like that, the money lead is swinging back into the favors of Standalone. And we're currently seeing 3 AKs and one M4. So an M4 got stolen. There's an AWP as well. And Shaggins is going to take a big chunk. He's currently holding the saw, so he's going to be looking to really pile drive an area with some of those bullets if he's going to be able to. But at this moment in time, it doesn't seem like Zalero picks up Apex there. A really quick swift kill. There's 4 men left on the side of Standalone. They are going to retreat from B-side, but actually, never mind. They are looking to go around it. How did they get past Zalero? Zalero takes Lotus, takes Demented's life. Demelsi kills Ben with the help of Atlas, but counter-terrorists do take this down as everyone was able to find the picks that they needed, and it all happened so fast I couldn't even cast it quick enough, and it does look like they are mustering a fairly decent comeback right now, as it's 13-9. They're only 4 points removed, and it's going to take at least another 3-round victories for a Standalone to take this win away. And you can clearly tell that Joe's Angels don't want to rest it then and then. You know, they're forced to these pistols right now. They are going to rush it. Ezahol was caught, but Shaggins has the upper hand, but it doesn't matter. He gets taken down. He gets taken out by Apex. Demented takes down Ezahol, but here's Zalero. Zalero has got the AWP in the good spot. Atlas takes down Rogue. They need to be slow now. Zalero has the up advantage, and he's just taking players left, right, and center. There's 2 players left. It's Ben and Zalero. Zalero doesn't have too much HP left, but it's Demented and Demelsi. Demelsi, though, Demelsi is watching the long as Demented has just been taken out by Ben after Demented was able to take Zalero, and Ben has got the shotgun. It's shotgun versus pistol, and the shotgun wins. Nova wins. Demelsi gets taken on by his own weapon of choice, and Ben has a kip, so Ben is going to defuse, and it's going to bring the score to 13-10, and Joe's Angels really are striving towards winning this series. They are pretty much pulling everything, all the stops they can, and it's just becoming easier and easier for them. And another eco round, somewhat of an eco round, maybe not an eco round, but a less buy round is forced from Standalone, as they're just not able to find the gold, that the money that they need. I keep calling it gold. I do not know why, but this time you can see that the sort is working for Shaggins, and he's just going to keep on with it as long as he can. Roke is going to get taken down dangerously low. Lotus as well. It just dropped to below to half, just about half HP. But Demented gets taken down by a great snipe from Zalero after taking down Roke with a grenade. Atlas takes one down, trades his life for Shaggins, and it's a 3v2, and Lotus is on low HP, whereas Zalero is still alive. He's still got the AWP, and you know, we were talking about how everything is on Zalero's hand, but it looks like his team is slowly picking up the pieces. You've got to kill a piece, you've got to kill on Ben, a kill on Ezahol, and a kill on Zalero, and they're just looking to take the win back, as it seems like Standalone are really struggling to find any sort of momentum or pace in this game, and every bomb site is covered, every pathway that they have is covered right now, so they're going to have to be careful, as Zalero is on this AWP, and he's going to be able to see anybody jumping over, I think, towards a site. Oh, maybe not. I don't know how that line of sight works, but it is a low HP Lotus. He's going to get spotted. He doesn't get the headshot. He does get the headshot onto Ezahol. That was big. That was very big. That's going to allow them enough time to plant, as they cannot get underneath. You can't jump down, as Zalero is going to be down. Is down under, and he's got the lower line of sight, and he's got the Ben is going to try and go around. He's going to be met by Demelsi's MP7. Demelsi picks him up, but Zalero is finding Lotus. Lotus is trying to get the kill. He's trying to drop the jammy, but Demelsi is going to finish it off. Lotus with a clutch round. They get the AWP away from him. That's a 14-10. That's definitely something that they needed to break the momentum of Joe's Angels, but it's going to be super hard to try and finish this game. There's still a lot of money left on the side of Joe's Angels, and as I say that, never mind. There's going to be 2 pistols, a 5.7 and a P200 forced or I don't even know what the other pistol's name is, and Lotus has got the middle line of sight. He can't see anybody, but Demented is going to get taken down, but Zalero is going to get traded. Atlas gets 2. That's big. Zalero is going to get taken out immediately. They're going to run it down long. Atlas gets taken out by Shaggings. That sword is working wonders for him, but Shaggings loses life for it. Roke follows, and now it's just Ben. It's just solely Ben. This is going to be the 15th point. This will bring match point. Lotus is going to slap Apex in the back with an AWP bullet. He's trying to kill Apex. Something was said in chat, but Ben takes down Apex because of the HP differential. They know where Ben is. I don't know what they're doing. One person's staying on. Lotus is running all the way around. Demelsi finds Ben, but Ben takes Demelsi's head. He doesn't know where Lotus is just yet. He could crouch down, try and defuse this, as Lotus won't be able to see him from that point. He does throw the Molotov. Ben is super, super low. Lotus has got that available. The bomb is too low. Lotus takes him down. Molotov. The bomb is going to explode. It's 15-10. It's match point. This is going to define the series, and Standalone just cannot lose this game any longer, unless a magical things happen where Joe's Angels are going to be able to win 5 rounds in a row, and Ben gets taken dangerously low. The AWP just barely doesn't kill him, tags his leg or something, rips her apart. He's got the dual Berettas available in his hands right now. There's a Negev on Shagging, so he's able to upgrade into a better LMG. But right now, Ezreal gets found. He gets taken down. Atlas gets a good headshot onto him, so that's a good pickup. Ben is going to get followed. He was super low after that snipe, so unfortunately he's not able to return too much damage, though. It is 3 versus 5. Apex is going to take some HP down. Melcy gets taken out by Shaggy's. Roke is going to get dropped by Lotus as well. And this is turned into a 4v2. It is Zalero. He's only got a deagle. Shaggins is reloading. If he goes past this, he's going to be... He's shot to some of his bullets. He's going to get met with 2. He takes 1 down. He takes Apex, though. He gets in a kill. Demented gets taken by Lotus. He doesn't see that... He doesn't see that Lotus was still there. And Lotus takes him down. They win the round. They win the game. They take the 3-0. And just like that... Standalone are taking a lead in the tournament by 2 points. I believe it is 7 to 5 for the guys at Standalone right now. But that's a 3-0 in the CS:GO, and it's definitely, it's definitely not working out. They didn't work out for Ghost Angels in this game, and what can you say when times get super tough? You have to reset. You have to know. You have to basically do what Standalone did, and mentally reset. The problem is they don't have enough time. They may have so minutes before we get into the next series, which is going to be League of Legends. But yeah, it's just going to be super difficult
during those games. But those are some fun games to watch. Definitely saw some interesting strategies come out. I think there was a little bit of trolling going on there with some of those team kills, but they'll be really happy to pick up a 3-0 there.
They're going to be super happy to take that 3-0. And, heading into League of Legends, they're going to be super comfortable because all they need to really do is win 1 game. And they will be able to clinch the title, because even if Joe's Angels are able to take 2 games off of them, they're still going to have a single point lead going into go after those games. So that's pretty much the goal that I believe Standalone are going to be looking towards. But knowing the guys on that team, they are going to look to win as many games as possible as they can.
Yeah, and that was what we were saying going into that second map. Was the crucial thing for them was that they could not lose a 3-0. You lose the 3-0, you're in a really big hole, and that's exactly what happened. So they're going to have to hope their League of Legends team can pull something out of a hat.
Yeah, definitely. But they're going to have to let what happen. Definitely Atlas absolutely going off on these games. Demented really picking up the steam in some of these games as well. And I would have to say Standard just had a more rounded team going into that CS:GO. They had players, even Demousy, who was bottom fragging most of these games, but he was still able to find these crucial picks, and sometimes even find the clutch plays that he needed to. And unfortunately, that just wasn't available on the side of Joe's Angels, and you could clearly tell, and they just got super hard punished for it.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I think that's where you saw, you were able to get some clutches and some big kills out of Lotus. You got that from Demented as well, and obviously we have to give a shout out to him, even though he's lost 3-0. Is Zalero. I think I remember seeing in that third map we were maybe 11, 12 rounds in. He already had 37 kills, which is just ridiculous, and I think just needed someone else to support him really, and he just didn't get that.
Yeah, definitely. If Zalero probably had one or two other members who were on a similar level that standalone players were, then you probably would have seen a completely different series. But unfortunately, they were able to find Zalero on numerous occasions, and even though the comeback was mustering, the comeback was there, it was alive, it was happening. They just got shut down way too early before, and they lost the crucial rounds that they needed to win. And if maybe if they won those rounds, we would have seen a completely different result right now.
Yeah, and it's I think the theme for those 3 games as well is you see those early rounds where it's fairly even in those opening 5 or 6 rounds. You get to 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, and I think just what we saw every game was Jones standalone. Sorry, they get a couple of rounds ahead and they have that high economy where they can continuously rebuy even if they're dying, and they just took advantage of that, and that's where you saw. I remember in that map 1 they pulled off 6 rounds in a row. Map 2 I think there was 7 or 8 rounds in a row. And when you do that and you put the other team in a big hole like that, when it gets to that late game where they have to force by, it just wasn't going to happen for them, any of those comebacks.
Yeah, definitely. But that's going to be it for CS:GO. We are going to switch it back to the host. It's to the host, which is going to be myself and Nameless. And yeah, so that is going to be it for the for myself for CS:GO for now. And we'll see you. We'll see you when the host comes back.
What a fantastic gameplay and a fantastic solo casting from Doobie. I hope that your voice is not fully strained, and I'm still hoping that you're going to be able to cast the League of Legends, because that's what's going to be coming up next.
My voice is good. My voice can keep on going for a few more games. But yeah, I mean, those were some fantastic games at CS:GO that I could see. There was plenty of back and forth action, and
It was a
though,
fantastic gameplay. Like a lot of like a shotgun round. That was something I'm pretty sure they were just going for, giving the hopes to Joe's Angel, trying to demoralize them a bit. After yesterday's beatdown that they received from Joe's Angels, they wanted them to feel the same. They wanted to have that demoralization power, and they wanted to stand on top of Joe's Angels. They are going brilliant with that opportunity, and as well with coming with the plays. The Melcian was really determined of going for the Zeus plays, trying to go with coming back from the last season with the Bappies meme. I'm not sure if you still remember that one, when Bappies got zapped a lot. He experienced the electrocution of the Zeus.
he experienced the pain of the electricity, and this time around it didn't work out too often, but they did end up getting a few of those Zeus kills. And you can clearly tell they were memeing a little bit towards the end that, they kind of knew they had the victory in the back, even though it got fairly close. There was one round where it really meant everything, where standalone guys just didn't have any money left in their pockets and they bought whatever they could. You see multiple of the players maxed out on 0 at the end of at the end of the buy session. And really what ended up happening was they won the round they were meant to lose. They were meant to lose that round, and they won it. And that meant that the comeback was halted so much for Joe Angels that they just really couldn't really take it any further from then on today.
Yeah, they tried their best. But as we can see for today's score, like, Joe's Angels were ahead by that 1 point, but because of a standalone today, managed to win 3 games from CS:GO and putting themselves ahead by 3 points. Joe's Angels are actually currently in quite of a heavy point. They need to get 3 wins on League of Legends. If they don't, they lose completely. That's the slight problem that they currently have. And standalone currently, they just need 1 point. That's all they need for this section. It's incredible how they are both players performing, and those different games and the variety of the games is proving like which team is trying to show the best in that standoff currently between
Yeah,
those two teams. It's an absolutely incredible show off, if I
yeah,
would say so myself.
definitely. You can see the raw shooters, standalone are taking lead in those, and you gotta see the MOBA is going to be a completely different game from when they played already. We don't have the Dota 2 like we did last time around, like the last tournament in 2019, and it's going to be interesting to see how these players fare because we don't know. I mean, we don't know how good Joe's Angels players on League of Legends can be, right? We can see that we can see that some of returning players from last time around are on standalone, and we have seen some of them play already, and a lot of those players have already played for a while.
Yeah, there's
And
a
the problem
there's
is,
a variety of players coming in. Standalone has coming players. Maybe secretly Joe's Angels is hiding like a challenger player. We might never know. Maybe someone is there to actually going to be solo carrying the actual team. Remember from the last year when Demelsi was solo carrying the games from League of Legends on Vega, and it was completely demolishing the teams. And I want to see the same thing. There will be something incredible to see. But that will be to be seen after the break when it comes to the League of Legends shortly. And I hope people are still enjoying this, and we'll get that to be up soon.
yeah, definitely.
Lighthouse baby. Lighthouse baby. Will you be my lighthouse baby? And can you shine your light on me? And can you shine your light on me? Cause when my love sets sail, it's always doomed to fail. Will you be my lighthouse baby? Lighthouse baby. Lighthouse baby. I'm higher, higher with you. Higher with you. I'm higher, higher with you. I'm higher, riding through this night with you. I'm higher when I'm with you. So hold my hand, I'll take you through. I'm higher when I'm with you. You know I'm higher when I'm with you. Said I'm higher when I'm with you. You know I'm higher when I'm with you. Said I'm higher when I'm with you, with you. me, reaching places that we've never been. We make each other feel at ease. That's why you and me the greatest team. You know I'm higher when I'm with you. Said I'm higher when I'm with you. You know I'm higher when I'm with you. Said I'm higher when I'm with you, with you. I'm higher for the baby. Faint lights in the distance, the thin line that separates your shadows from my soul. As these walls begin to fold, head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Blind eyes in the darkness, frail hands reaching out, sword echoes in the smoke as the doors behind me close. No cure for the madness, each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The Would you be happy here in the end? So is it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? Those memories. Was it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? So is it all for nothing? If I stay, would you run from me? If I go, would you be happy here in the end? So is it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? Those memories. Was it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? So is it all for nothing?
We are back after a short break. It wasn't long. Everything was set up, and hopefully we're gonna see a really enjoyable League of Legends games. I hope you're looking forward to casting against Doobie. We'll be sure.
Definitely. It'll be an interesting game to cast. Definitely, you have two teams probably not super experienced in the game, so I'm expecting a fiesta. Not really expecting anything else.
Yeah, I'm expecting a fiesta as well, to be honest myself. Well, Joe's Angels need to win those 3 games if they want to win this season of Colosseum. Only 1 win is needed for standalone, so we shall see when that happens. We're going to be passing you to Doobie and Sir John Joe.
Hello there, everybody. It is me again on the cast. I'm here with Sir John Joe, and we're going to be casting a little bit of these League of Legends games, and probably hoping for some exciting things to come out of them.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna. I'm hoping for a really fun game. Actually, it is blind pick. So most champions that people own should be available. I'm just looking at the levels here, though. Team 2 has quite a few higher ranked league players here. So yeah, well, I'm excited to see where we go with this. I really am.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. One side has pretty much maximum level of at 39, and the other side is a little bit higher, you could possibly say. So definitely, it's going to be interesting one to watch. And I'm finally in a position where I can actually talk, a bit about what can happen in game. But I mean, you won't really be expecting it, and especially with games like this. So it's still going to be a fun one to watch. We're going to see really all kinds of shenanigans.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it a lot. It's going to be interesting to see definitely what champions we see on the Rift, whether they decide to have looked into the meta at all for League, because this can sort of the meta is very big in League, really. Some champions are worse than others in a lot of ways. It looks like we won't be having Viego in the game, so that's a relief. Looks like
one player is hoping for no Viego, but sorry to cut you off there. We are going to get in the champion select now, so
it's all good.
So we are going to get into that in a few seconds, probably. In about as it starts now. So the observers. So we could switch to that any moment, second, and players are going to be picking in blind picks, so anything goes. I don't even know if people are going to go with roles, but as you can see, both players are, on one side you got the Mordekaiser for Atlas already locked in. Yokai is hovering that Leona, definitely going to be looking to play a bit of that hard kill bot lane with the Draven, who's been locked in for Justin as well. Styling is hovering that Twisted Fate, so he's definitely going to be playing more of a supportive role for the team, as well as Kappa-chan has got that Rammus locked in. But never mind, Styling is really looking to style on them, but never mind, he's switching back to that Twisted Fate, and the composition is pretty much locked in, and you can kind of tell one team has a bit of grasp on what they're doing. Mordekaiser, however, as well, has been recently buffed, so he's slightly better into the Garen matchup, but the Garen is still going to be a little bit more superior, especially with how strong Stridebreaker is and just how strong the champion is in general.
Yeah, I'd agree. I was really excited that we were actually going to see a Yone, but it does look like Styling has locked in that Twisted Fate for the mid lane. Very strong with the new Everfrost. I'm definitely liking the Mordekaiser up here. It did get a buff last patch, like you said, so I'm interested to see how it does. And as we go into spectator delay, it's going to be a really interesting one. Matchup wise, I think Draven Leona is a very heavy kill lane, so we could have a lot of action down there, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely this game could really just go to like 10-0 with kills in about space of 6-7 minutes. But I ran down the team comp of the side of Standalone, but now we can look onto the blue side. The team of Joe's Angels have locked in the Anivia probably into that middle lane as a whole is going to be going on the Anivia in the middle lane. Garen on for Skeeterita into that top lane, going up against that Mordekaiser. Ashe for Magic for the AD carry, paired up with a Lux as well into the bottom side of the map. So that's definitely not a weak bot lane you could possibly imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely don't think it is there. And the Shyvana is going to go into the jungle, which we could see go in AP or AD, couldn't we?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely. Some of these players may not have runes unlocked just yet, so it might be difficult if he's trying to go the AP Shyvana route. But clearly, they've got already enough AP damage, and I mean, this Shyvana could definitely be something that can help them do a little bit more damage, especially to this Draven, as they they have plenty of damage, but this Draven is going to be needed to be focused a lot, because you've seen Dravens get ahead, and you've seen them pop off incredibly hard as well in some of these games.
Yeah, definitely. Draven, like I said at the start, is a very heavy kill lane pick that you due to his passive, getting kills on him once he's stacked the axes, he's really gold efficient. Like he gets a load of gold just coming off that. And that's how he sort of snowballs his advantages in these lanes. And paired up with the Leona, of course, a very heavy high CC champion. And if the Lux binding goes wide, then that Ashe could be pretty easy to get onto if she isn't going Gale Force.
Definitely. I'm not expecting really a Gale Force to be built in this game. The Leona, though, really kind of has to watch for that binding, and as soon as the binding, as you said, goes wide, the Leona has a free entryway to do whatever she wants, and this is what's going to set the teams apart. How well are they going to be able to snowball that bottom lane to unlock the Leona, so the Leona can go other places, right? You've got that Twisted Fate, you've got a Mordekaiser in top lane who wants kills, who wants a lot of gold, and the sooner you can unlock the Leona and help the Mordekaiser possibly if he's struggling, then you can allow the Twisted Fate Ultimate to use that Destiny to get him over the top lane and turn a 1v1 into an instant 3v1. That's what's going to be super difficult, for Joe's Angels to deal with if it ever gets to that point.
Yeah, that I'm really excited to see that. And I guess as we are going to come out of this spectator delay and into loading screen, I was going to talk about this Rammus. I haven't really talked about too much. It is a blind pick game, and statistically speaking, Rammus is very, very good against high AD damage comps. But you've got stuff like the Anivia and the Lux, and if the Shyvana decides to go AP, the Rammus could get a little bit caught out in that department, because he should be going Thornmail, you'd have thought. I guess we'll have to see.
Well, definitely, and we're just loading into the game now, so definitely we're going to switch up into that. But as we see nothing really out of the ordinary, apart from the ignite on the Garen and the TP on Anivia. That makes me think maybe they've done a little bit of a switcheroo and putting this Anivia into that top side of the map. That will definitely make Mordekaiser's life a little bit harder, as he's never really going to be able to get on top of her. But it's still going to be very tough. You've got the double heal on Ashe and Lux at something that you pretty much never really see. And as you were saying, Rourke is on the Shyvana in the jungle. It is the AP Shyvana as well, so definitely they're able to pull that off. And it's going to cause this Rammus a lot of pain. You've got 3 high AP damage champions, and right now it might be fairly difficult. And well, we've finally loaded into game, and I just need to correct a few things just so observers have a good time of watching this game. And I mean, it is definitely going to be a tough one for the side of Joe Angels, especially depending on just difference in skill level between players.
Yeah, it definitely will, and that's the thing we did comment on right up. I still reckon that Garen will be heading into that top lane. Especially with Ignite, you do see it a little bit more now, because I'm guessing he wants to try and snowball something on this Mordekaiser, and you really can with Ignite these days. I hate playing it. I will always play for the team. I will always tend to take teleport. But yeah, I'm liking the setup they've got right now.
And yeah, you are correct. You can see there's a Garen in the top side of the map, and as you can see, he started, actually fairly smart. He's making sure that he's not getting bush trapped here, just making sure that this Mordekaiser doesn't try anything cheesy level 1. And with that little checkup of a ward, he knows that that's not going to happen. Rammus is going to start the top side, which is fairly, not seeing. There's a lot of pings coming out onto the map, as we can hear. For some reason, plenty of pings are being shown right now. Yeah, we'll just be able to, start. They're definitely giving the Draven the early lane, so he's going to be able to get some of the early pressure. He may be able to get an earlier push onto this lane. He's going to be able to get a bounce back on the third wave, maybe even the fourth wave, and then look for a kill opportunity when the Rammus has already made his way down towards the bottom side of the map, and that's going to be able to possibly allow him to make a quick kill in the bottom. But that also depends how well they'll manage to bounce and whether the side of Joe's Angels will allow the wave to bounce themselves.
Yeah, it is going to be a interesting one to watch out for. But I'm still really interested in this Rammus pick, because we were talking a little bit about runes with the Dark Harvest on the Shyvana and stuff like that. But there's a Predator on Rammus. And once that guy's in Powerball, and we might even see a Chem tank built on him in that jungle role, he's going to be very, very quick. And if he's quick enough to avoid that Cosmic Binding, not a lot is going to stop him from getting on top of the Ashe here.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be... I mean, I'm quite surprised, as the Rammus is currently out jungling the Shyvana a little bit. He's a fast... he's actually on the same camp, but he did get on it quick enough. He skipped his Krugs, which is something that I really like seeing junglers do, as a lot more of these junglers are realizing these Krugs are taking too long of their clear, and if they're not playing Lilia and they're not playing Olaf, something that can clear these camps super quickly, or maybe even Kayn, there's no point taking them in the early stages, especially as you're playing Shyvana. You can get the camp when you're getting the rest of your level 2s. When you come back onto the map, you've cleared the entire side of your jungles, then you're able to just take your level 1 Krugs with the level 2s of your camp, and then slowly level up those Krug camps whenever you can take them, as they simply take too much time for a little gain. And when we're talking about the diff in the bottom lane, and Justin is currently 18 CS ahead of the Ashe, and that's kind of the difference when you've been playing for a few years versus starting just now.
Yeah, it really is. I'm glad that they have picked Ashe. Magic is on this Ashe, because a lot of the time, especially in the old tutorial, if you played League back then, you'd play Ashe in that on the ARAM map, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I do think she's a relatively simple ADC to play. You've got your Enchanted Crystal Arrow as your ultimate to kind of use as an engage tool sometimes, but we do see Rammus in the mid lane coming across. But,
yeah, he's just trying to go over to the Scuttle Crab, which Roke has already taken, so Roke is already on the offensive there, and actually the Rammus is just not having a great time. He didn't take it back after full clearing his jungle. So he's going to be a fairly slower on the comeback here. He can't get his Predator boots already. He really should be looking to grab those. Right now, he's just wasting time. And that's a flash forward by Atlas.
Yeah, in goes Atlas, looking for the 1v1 kill. Garen actually flashing away from that. So back under his tower, and he should be able to use his passive to heal up and back. But it looks like he will just take a recall.
Atlas did try to make a play there for his jungler. He did miss up the pull there. So unfortunately, the play didn't go exactly the way they wanted. But, right now, I was talking about a possible wave bounce, and Atlas is going to tank a few tower hits there, forgetting that minions have already died. And, Styling, even though he's the better player, he's currently losing out on some of these trades. The Anivia is actually doing a very good job containing that Twisted Fate. But once that Twisted Fate gets level 6, it's going to get incredibly hard for Joe's Angels. He's going to use that Destiny around the map. And especially, Justin doesn't need to push his limits. He doesn't need to do anything. Just he has to wait for his team to come back him up when the play is going to arise. And you can bet that it definitely will do in a few minutes.
Yeah, we definitely will, as we see the TP being used by TF to get back into this mid lane. So I really do hope we get to see some of those Destiny plays. But this is the good thing about Anivia into Twisted Fate, because once Anivia hits 6, she gets the Glacial Storm, which allows her to really push this lane hard, so she can punish quite well when he uses Destiny around the map. So I'm quite liking this Anivia pick right now. Winning in the trades and could win a little bit later on into that TF as well.
Yeah, and the TF has hit level 6, so both mid lanes are level 6 right now. And the Anivia hasn't really taken it back yet, which is something fairly concerning, but as she doesn't have full mana reserves, I mean, she has full mana bar, but the mana reserves aren't there yet, and I mean, Justin's getting poked down a little bit. He's focused on those farms, and definitely the lane to go right now is going to be this top side. There is no flash available in the Garen, and Atlas has unlocked the Death Realm, and I was waiting to see whether he'll try something to happen, but Esahal is not able to really get any damage back onto Styling there. But in the top lane, I'm expecting Destiny to be used towards that side. It's pretty much definitely the lane you want to allocate a lot of your early gold to.
Yeah, definitely. I'd agree. I like you were saying, I hope Kalpa-chan can get up there, because Mordekaiser's Death Realm pretty much you can get a kill very easily using that. He gives you that 1v1 for around 6 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, 7 seconds. And he can really fight back against his Garen. And they're going in right now. It looks like he's in the Death Realm. Garen does go for the Demacian Judgment, but he doesn't kill him off. And Atlas picking up the first blood against Skitorita in this top lane.
And the Garen shouts Demacia, but doesn't get anything out of it. Unfortunately, Atlas just, popping the ult fairly late there, but he's still able to pick one up for himself. He did drop dangerously low, but, Mordekaiser is Mordekaiser. Once he pops the Death Realm, once you're in there with him, it's going to be very difficult to outplay him if you're not playing him. But here comes the Destiny onto the spot side of the map. The taunt, Flash Taunt does land onto Magic, and the Lux is going to get taken down by Justin. Justin with the final axe. Bit of a different target selection there. They were trying to secure both of them at the same time, but they just get one. They get the Lux, and now they're able to probably turn that into a dragon for themselves.
Yeah, they definitely just did. Justin now with a massive lead on this bot side, 40 CS. Will also have that kill gold coming from his passive. So this is absolutely massive for this team.
Yeah, and Yokai doing a very good job of slowing down Rogue. Rogue has flash available, but the stuns are too big. Ezreal is forced to flash away. He knows that the Rammus is just behind that Twisted Fate, and just like that, so many fights are happening, and the gold leader is going to slowly creep towards the side of Standalone, and I keep getting a head blank with the names of these teams.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's fair. But another kill onto Justin, like we were saying, that Draven is gonna be deadly come this mid game. Once he takes it back and picks up a few items, actually gonna have a quick check on his gold right now, sitting with 1,700 in his pocket. So should be looking to get his mythic relatively soon, which, as we all know, can be massive power spikes.
Yeah, definitely. And once he gets that mythic, it's going to get incredibly difficult for the bottom lane of Joe's Angels to play the game. Right now, the Ashes just cannot walk forwards. The Lux has 12 CS, so the Lux has more CS than the Relic Shield lead Leona. And that's obviously taking a little bit of gold away from Magic. Magic is just really uncomfortable right now. They did hit level 6, but Atlas is able to hit the pulley and is forcing Skitorita's flash away there. The Death Realm was available, but Atlas clearly didn't really want to go for that one there.
Yeah, Skitterita having the burn flash again. It looks like Shyvana might be paying this topside visit, and Skitterita is going to trade in again as we see the damage come off this Draven. Dear God, and that's only one. That's only a noon quiver, by the way. My
Yeah,
God.
Draven's damage, if it was a serrated Dirk, it would be a lot more. I'm not surprised he's trying to go. I'm surprised he's not really going the Duskblade AD carry build. It could still work on Draven, but Skitterit is going to pop the Ignite onto Atlas just to warn him off any potential plays. Atlas is just going to take the CS, say thank you, and walk on away from that one. Any kill potential is gone. The ultimate though is going to pull Skitterita into that into the ultimate of Draven's, but he's just going to be low. He's going to take the back away, and Atlas, I think, is going to let him. He's going to take the plate, and that's a Shyvana missing that crucial part of the ultimate. The stun is going to miss as well, so Anivia is not going to be able to do anything. The gold card is going to come out. Ezreal is going to land onto him. The egg is going to get popped, and the damage is going to be enough, I believe. The last stun card as well. He does respawn, but it doesn't matter. The damage does come through, and that's a free kill for Styling there after a failed gank from Roke.
Yeah, missing the Dragon's Descent there did cost Roke, but it was a really nice counter gank there by Kapachan actually on that Rammus, and a nice little turnaround in that mid lane from Stylen with those gold cards.
Yes, indeed, and as you said,
Or action.
the Lux is going to get caught between a Leona and a Draven. I don't know why the Destiny went through. The Ashe was too far away. Magic was already on the way out. The Destiny used up for nothing there, but just wanted to make sure probably even steal the kill from Justin there.
Yeah, Shield Bow is now completed on this Draven, and yeah, this game is already looking like it's gonna be pretty set as to a winner, but we'll have to see. It's already a 5k gold lead, if my maths is correct. Yeah, just about. Maybe even 6k looking at it now. But yeah, that's to the early game. 12 minutes in, and the Death Realm has been popped on this top side. Skitterita is going to take a bit of damage as Mordekaiser uses the mace again. He will get taken down without that flash, without the ignite, and another more fighting on this bot side of the map. Shyvana flashing away here. The heal coming out from Justin, give him that extra range. Whirling Death hits him hard, and they're going for more. Yuki going in again on this Leona. The axes keep landing for Draven. 1, 2, 3. He's looking to pick up a triple here. Justin with the triple on the Draven. Could even be a quadra. Ersal down in this bot lane. He does use the Glacial Storm to try give himself a little bit of breathing room. But that's 4 on the Draven, and that is a godlike Draven. My God, that man's insane.
And just like that, they're able to pick up a quadra kill onto a Draven. You know, they don't probably understand how strong and powerful this man is. This guy is probably mains that Draven. He's called Justin the ADC, and no man named Justin doesn't main Draven in the bot lane. But right now, we're just seeing how strong and how big of a difference it is right now. And currently we're just watching Kapachan possibly try to steal away this this buff. Then. But Rourke is going to get it. He's going to get a nice little heal. The taunt is going to land. The pull from the Mordekaiser does not end. The gold card finishes off. There's no wild cards following, but the wild cards do hit in the end. And Skitterita, you're in a lot of trouble there. Flash forward by Starling with the gold card, but the Garen's just too far away by then, and it's really not looking good right now.
Yeah, the extra movement speed, getting Skitterita away from that with the decisive strike. But yeah, I really thought Rammus could have gone a little bit further there. That little armadillo is very tanky. But yeah, it's already 11-0. This is looking pretty set, like I said. But here we go. We might have some more on this bot side. Justin can for a 2v1 up against the Lux and the Ashe. And that is a hell of a lot of damage. The Whirling Death comes through again. Flash forward from Justin. Does catch him with the axe, and that's a legendary 8-0 Draven. Lux has died 4 times. Not looking good for her.
And I'm really surprised there was no heals popped on anybody there, and Skitterita's in a ton of trouble. The Death Realm could come in at any moment now. The Ignite goes down on Atlas. Death Realm is going to land. Yokai is also there. and Yokai got denied the assist at the end. But Kapachan, you're maybe between an ice wall and an Anivia, and a kill goes over to Joe's Angels. Ezreal picks up one for himself. He gets a kill. That's well thought out. He gets a stun onto Yokai as well. Going to pop a little bit of damage, but there's nobody around him to help Ezreal there. Yokai is trying to run. There's no flash on him, but Rogue might want to go into on this a little bit. Nobody's going to help. He doesn't know where anybody is, and Yokai just gets a free exit out of there. And Draven might be looking for a little bit of action. They don't know where Draven is. Draven is going to show himself, and the stun is going to land. Though Rogue does not use his ultimate. SRL is going to get his egg popped, is going to get down, and I'm yet to see an enchanted crystal arrow pop out of nowhere into somebody, so I'm awaiting some ults to, be used in some form of manner. Even just pressing the R button. Yeah, and
God.
I mean, this is just what's going to happen. The collector's going to be built soon, and once the collector's built, there's just going to be no chance. I'm surprised this game's even lasted 15 minutes. This game probably could have been already over, but these guys are just going for blood. They're not going for win. They're going for as much as kills as they can, and Justin's just having a field day right now.
Yeah, this is turning into a massacre. We said with that Draven locked in and the Cosmic Binding goes wide, which means Lux is going to die, even using the Well in Death there to finish that one off. But yeah, it's frankly disgusting to watch. And a head Draven is absolutely insane. As we do see a little bit of action in his mid lane. Styling might get caught out. He doesn't have flash. Dragon's Descent is used right onto him. The Everfrost does hit, but it doesn't matter. Shyvana actually picks up the second kill for Joe's Angels. And yeah, I guess they'll be happy with that, but the outcome isn't looking too great for them.
And
there's the collector.
Rogue, they're doing incredibly well. They're using that ultimate to completely cancel out that gold card from Styling there, and they were able to pick up a free kill there for themselves, and that's not going to make this gold lead any shorter, but definitely it's at least they can get something back and they're not losing to a 0.
Yeah, it definitely is. You don't want to get perfect gamed. It's an incredibly sad thing to happen. But yeah, I think the problems aren't even... Well, I guess the problems are that they just don't seem to be as playing as well as their opponents. Maybe that's due to the experience they've had with the game, but we might see a play on this top side. It looks like a 1v4 Skitter is in on this Garen. The Everfrost does slow him down, and he will die. Atlas picking that one up. But yeah, the big thing you can really see is the CS differentials here, which is where, for League, a lot of power can come through. So when you look at this bot lane, that's 45 CS on this Ashe to the 150 of the Draven. And that's where a lot of gold comes from. And this is another 2v1. Justin looking for a 3 or 4 here. Can he get them down? The Anivia stun does land. The Immortal Shield Bow pops, and it looks like he'll pick up a triple here, looking for a quadra. But the Anivia does shut him down, and bloody hell, that's a big bounty. 1,000 gold going over to
We
us.
saw a 1v4 onto Skittery to end. Joe's Angels did think, and they did try to turn it back around. However, the magic did end up going down with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Definitely could have bought some time if it was hit onto the Draven. They did end up picking up a very big shutdown onto the Anivia. It's going to TP to stop the tower push there. Probably not needed there in the end, but the Rift Herald is going to be taken down. It's going to be... well, it's quite slowly taken down, actually. It's a Rammus and TF to take that thing very, very slowly. And, by the looks of things, Standalone are just going to be fishing for picks a little bit, but it's good that Joe's Angels are able to find some picks for themselves as well in this game.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we are going to see a teleport into this bot lane after the Rift Herald was taken on this top side. Rammus will back. Now, Rook is looking for a little bit here. Hasn't been too bad. Has gone for the Nash's Tooth first on the AP Shyvana. I don't know if that is the greatest item on her meta-wise right now, especially starting item. A lot of champions generally go for their mythics first. There are a few exceptions to that rule, but I don't think Shyvana is one of them. But still, I do think Nash's Tooth in its essence is a strong item. on a lot of on-hit champs, and Shyvana can really use both the attack speed it gives and the AP. So yeah,
Well, you definitely like the Nashus 2 von Shyvana, and when AP Shyvana first started to be a thing, it really was the starting item for her. When Mythics came about, Night Harvester was the primary items that she was saying. But as we're trying to talk about this, Justin is just taking everyone down. The Enchanted Crystal just misses shy. Solar Flare misses as well, and the game throws up, and that definitely means that one team has decided to surrender. That's normally what happens from our end, but
yeah.
Justin wasn't able to pick up the penta in the end, and the game was surrendered. So if we could quickly just go back to the screens, as it is what it is. That kind of happens when you have a team that don't really know how to play, don't really play League of Legends, so they haven't really practiced it too much. And then there's a team that you can tell that that does play this game on a regular basis. We're talking about Justin, man, here. Atlas still able to pull off some 1v1 plays, but you can kind of tell the game was really all about Justin and his drive.
And he just pretty much walked up to this game and stomped everyone. 17-1 on that pick, even ended up picking up that Infinity Edge, as I will close my client and the replay. But yeah, it definitely was a tough game for Joe's Angels there. And like we said, I think it's just come down to experience, DB. I just think it's experience here. One team has it, the other team doesn't.
It is definitely down to experience, and you can kind of expect the next few games to really just feel the same way. It's not going to change, in my opinion, as you can kind of tell that some players have only picked this game up because they had to, because of this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And I did like parts of the draft as well from Joe's Angels, even though it didn't go great for them. I really did enjoy bits and pieces of what they got. I like to see the Anivia. I think Garen as a 1v1 champion is very strong. I like the Ashe as well, is a decent pick in the bot lane. But of course, even with a decent sort of draft, you've got yourselves the better players just carried, I guess. Justin popped off. Styling just styled in the mid lane. Kapachan sitting pretty on that Rammus, just rolling around. And you've got to give a lot of credit to Yuki in this bot lane on this Leona. I felt set up a lot of those kills very well. And, I thought Atlas just had that 1v1 power with the Mordekaiser. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And something I would like to really point out is with the win that Standalone has acquired here, it is mathematically impossible for Joe's Angels to win the tournament. It is they've lost too many games today. They lost that 3-0 in CSGO. Now they've lost another game. That's a 4-0 lead, and the last two games aren't going to mean anything. And unfortunately, that means that it's the tournament's over for them. So the last few games that they're going to play are really going to be for you could kind of call them honor games in the end. So, but yeah, you're right. The entire team performed very well, and especially Atlas still actually on that Mordekaiser was doing very well, and definitely it's a champion he's comfortable on, and you can clearly tell.
Yeah, it definitely was. I with Mordekaiser, because coming from my experience, like I said, I'm a top lane main. Isn't really my sort of champ. I prefer. I'm a bit of a. I prefer range champions, so I might be quite annoying to some people. But yeah, as an AP bruiser as he is, I don't think his items are too great right now, and I think that's the big problem with him. But Atlas did make it work, going for the demonic embrace, which I've always thought is a decent item, and I quite like using it because I play quite a bit of Rumble, so I've always liked that item. But yeah, he definitely made that Mordekaiser work quite well into that Garen. So yeah, definitely good.
Yeah, and something you don't often see on a lot of Mordekaisers is if when I play Mordekaiser myself, I tend to really focus to get like the Nash's 2 for first item before I complete the Riftmaker. Riftmaker, even though it's a very good item, Mordekaiser, if you get ahead on that champion, you want to be able to pump out as many attacks as possible. And with the amount of AP that Nash's give you, the attack speed and the unhit damage, you can really 1v1 anyone on the map that you really want to. Whereas Riftmaker, really all it gives you is a bit of HP and a little bit of, an extra oomph and damage. It doesn't give you necessarily super 1v1 power, or maybe even a team fight power where you need to be able to pump out more autos. But regardless of that, Atlas did great, and we're going to be waiting if he's going to be able to play that champion yet. I'm expecting, since it is blind pick, nothing gets banned, and he's going to be able to play that as well. And the only player that kind of let me down is Styling. He's got plenty of games into League of Legends. He's got. I mean, I don't know the exact number, but he's got loads of games played into this game, and picking up that Twisted Fate, we didn't see too much control through the mid lane. I mean, you can't really control everything when the opponents die to your Draven AD carry them. It's super easy to play the game once one of or even both of your side lanes are winning. And naturally, you kind of want TF to allow your side lanes to win. You don't need to pick them when they're already going to be winning. So, looks like he still wanted to play a bit of safe style and just help his team out.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Sahal played quite well on this Anivia to deny bits and pieces of that. Even though he didn't really have the CS to compete with the TF, he did try his best to keep Styling in lane and stop him from roaming, and to try and keep having some good trades on him and keep him pressured, which I thought he did well there.
Yeah.
So props to him.
We're going to run it back to hosts for a little bit. We are just waiting to see if the games will start. So we're going to run it back to hosts now, and we'll see you guys. We'll see John Joe in a few minutes if we're going to cast the next games.
Yeah.
And we are back from the
and
games.
It's me.
It is you again.
It's me and Nameless. It is us again, and yeah, that was an interesting game one of League of Legends, I'd say. Interesting. You can tell
It was kind of
difficult.
expectable. Like, you did say they are just Joe's Angels have people that don't really play the game, and they had just recently started. They put it in. Maybe for the next season they will be trying to come back to take over the win, but it manages that standalone managed to take that 1 point that was guaranteeing the win for them. And congratulations to them for winning the series again, coming back for that second win.
Yeah, and that was kind of it. We're technically with that game, start to take the win. They are back-to-back Colosseum champions, and just like that, just taking over CS:GO, taking over League of Legends. You can see, it's it with the good performance of them in Rainbow Six Siege, it allows them to really just take the victory just that quickly in day 2.
Yeah, and of course, and at least Joe's Angels managed to show themselves a bit in some games. And Overwatch, they proved themselves that they can be on top of the team, and as well in Rocket League, they were dominating. They gave the hit on Standalone when Standalone last season managed to pull out something really disgusting on Rocket League, and they were really, really good at it. And Joe's Angels managed to show them that they are not going to be the only one keeping that title for this. So I would say the MVP goes to Joe's Angels for that situation for Rocket League, as well as for the Overwatch. But for Standalone, Rainbow Six, another shooter, one of the CS shooters as well, those quite similar, but they have their own mechanics that go with it. And they managed to prove that they are the top on the shooter section.
Yeah, definitely. They were the better team in the shooters, and it was super clear about that. I do have a request. The main man, Matty, who was the one behind the comps, he wanted to just quickly give a mention of what they wanted to run in game 2, and it's it's a little bit up there. He wanted to run that Karma in the top lane, a Hecarim in the jungle, Janna in the mid lane, pretty much AP being played with a Sivir and the Yuumi in the bot lane, and that probably would have been pretty much hard to kill the Heca or the Sivir. The speed ups would have been absolutely insane, but we're not going to see that as Standalone have taken that one, and looks like we are going to get some interviews with the captains, I believe, any moment now, though. But it's been an interesting series of games that we've witnessed here today.
It was pleasurable to watch. It definitely was.
I think the only thing we could say is that really only Overwatch was the even title, we could call it.
If I would say so myself, with the FPSs currently, Siege and CS was dominated on standalone. Rocket League, Joe's Angels at least proved themselves that they have that one game that it's dominating for them. That's the incredible part of this one. As well, with the score ending right now with the standalone standing on top, they prove themselves that they still have that firepower from the last season and bringing it to this season. Hopefully, the next season of Colosseum will be able to bring up more variety of teams, and as well, somebody will finally snatch that victory from standalone.
And we are going to interview the captains both at the same time. We are just going to give them a few questions about what happened and how everything went ahead in the series between them two.
Hello, Lotus and Ursel.
In Discord.
Hello.
Hi.
And here we've got the two main men, the two captains. I could probably throw this question, but how did you prepare for this event, knowing that you had so many different titles to play?
You go first.
And you don't have to mute, but it's a question to both of you. But I just want to let's start with Esahal.
Well, I guess we just kind of we mainly looked at everyone's kind of strengths first, see what games they're good at, and then kind of assign them to that, and then we kind of just had to throw everyone else with some last minute crash courses, just to kind of try and fit in and provide support for the players which are good at each of the games. That's how we went around ours.
Yeah, definitely. You had a great preparation for Overwatch and Rocket League. Definitely had that one key player that pretty much smashed the other team in Rocket League. Not something that Standalone was looking forward to. How were your mental, Lotus? If I can ask you quickly, how was your mental after that Rocket League game?
Well, our players were kind of demoralized, to be fair, after the crushing 3-0 defeat. But we managed to pull back together, gave some friendly words of advice, and absolutely played out of our minds to come back and take the victory.
I'm definitely for you guys. It was a mental trip back, and I just have to ask you. The rumors were floating around. Was it true that you woke up hungover this morning before the start of the games?
I did. I had a wild night last night, and I came in, and first thought was, I'm gonna die.
And you still managed to pull off a beautiful shots from AWP on CS.
Oh yeah. I'm playing against Ezreal, so what do you expect?
Wow, dude. I'm sorry, I haven't played CS in 3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a question to
his revenge from.
Yeah.
About the team name, because previously a lot of people were thought that you are just a rebranded version of Stu's Angels. Is this just a coincidence, or how did that happen that you managed to come up with the name of Joe's Angels?
Pure coincidence. Well, we have a guy named Charlie in our team, and we thought, why not just we could go Charlie's Angels, and then we thought, why not be more funny and just go Joe's Angels, because it's we have Charlie, we could just call ourselves Charlie's Angels, but we don't. Nothing to do with Stu's Angels from last year though, at all.
So completely
it was
different
still an
team
interesting
making an
crossover
attempt.
to have.
Yeah.
It was a good crossover to have. Definitely quite fun for us. Then say your piece, Damien.
With coming to the games overall, Cinco was carrying a lot in the Rainbow Six. How I'm going to start with Lotus here. How do you think your players performed as you are the team captain? How do you think your players performed in the first day of the Colosseum? Were you happy with the performance, or would you improve something?
I mean, well, starting with Siege, we managed to get our team's coordination on the spot. A lot of the time was just because one or two players didn't know the game very well. So our carries, Sinku, Laos, and I think it was Tyler. Not Tyler. I can't remember too much, but yeah. We basically they were like the sub captains, and they were telling the new guys, like for example me, where to go, what to reinforce, etc., etc. It was a pretty intense game, set of games. With Overwatch, it was a little bit difficult because we had less experienced players. We did have one guy who was like he was a strong tank main, right? So he was calling all the shots. It was definitely a really hard matchup to play. But overall, it was pretty good. Rocket League was just a was just a complete defeat, crushing end. So we had to pull ourselves together. We played against three amazing Rocket League players, pro players, I assume. Against our what we had, it was pretty much nothing. But other than that, end of the day was we were pretty good. We were feeling really good about it, and yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Cyril? The same question. Do you have any your thoughts here?
I mean, I think again with Siege, like I mean, we did start off strong, like in the start of the games. Like I know were 2-0 up in the first game, and then we kind of just let it go a bit. But all three Siege games ended up being quite close. They were all 4-6, and the players, I think they all performed really well in there. The last game, I think Corin Skitterita ended up just going shotgun only kind of at the end, and it actually worked quite well. Just a shame we couldn't pull that back. But I know all of our Siege players played Siege a fair bit, so it was definitely well played from standalone there. Overwatch as well. Blarmig outperformed herself time and time again. You know, really stepping up to the plate there. Shame we couldn't get the 3-0. And Charlie and Blarmig again also outperforming themselves in Rocket League, which is pretty nice.
Incredible. Well, I am out of the questions. I assume do you have any questions here?
I'm out as well.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for coming for that short interview. And congratulations to Standalone again for taking the title of the winners of Colosseum. Hopefully, next season, someone will finally steal it from you. We shall see that one when it comes to over. And we're going to be moving to the hosts now and closing up the event slowly. Well, that was the part of the event. That was the fun. Standalone managed to pull off a really incredible win for this day today, getting 4 wins in a row and outperforming Joe's Angels here.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a great tournament, back and forth here and there, and both teams have tried super hard. And as we just get to see the scoreboard for the last time, it is the confirmation of the scores 8-5 for Standalone with only just one game of League of Legends really needing to be played in the end after Standalone taking that victory. And it really was the Standalone show at the end of the day. They were able to take swift 3-0s in two important categories, fighting very closely in that Overwatch match. Unfortunately, didn't have the Rocket League players, but they knew they had experience and good players in all the other roles, so that they can fill this void that they had in Rocket League.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much for everyone coming here. I hope you enjoyed the event. There were quite a bit of technical issues, but we managed to pull through right to the end and come out with the result. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you.